Hi everyone, welcome to World Vision's podcast, Usapang Makabata. I'm David Riaferio, Public Affairs Manager of World Vision. Ngayon po ay pag-uusapan natin yung World Vision's Student Ambassador Program or SAP. Paano nga ba nagiging involved ang mga youth, ang mga children sa mga programang ginagawa ng World Vision? Our guest for today is Lian. Lian, welcome to Usapang Makabata.
Hi po, Kuya David. Good afternoon po.
Hi Lian. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Kwento mo naman sa amin, paano bang ginagawa mo ngayon? Kasi summer pa ba or pasukan na rin?
So right now po in my school, we're still in our intersession periods. Intersession's like a summer academic year or academic
Oh.
period for my university. Actually, right now, I'm currently an incoming third year student from Ateneo de Manila University. I'm
Mhm.
majoring po in psychology, and yes, I'm really glad to be part of this podcast.
Oh, nice. Psychology. Ano ba pinag-aaralan sa psychology?
Uh, psychology.
May idea
May,
ako pero sige, ano ba yung mga
yes po.
interesting dyan?
No, kasi may common notion po kasi ang mga Filipinos or halos lahat ng tao na kapag psych, manipulating agad. Mind
Oh,
manipulation.
oo nga.
Pero very fun naman po siya kasi high school pa lang po ako. I was really interested in studying the human behavior na po. So, ayun, psychology is
Mm.
really the study of the mind, human behavior, and actually after college, I'm planning to still continue studying psychology and hopefully become a child psychologist. So, yun po.
Mhm. Ano mga na-discover mo na so far, na interesting or parang, uy, bago sa akin yun, or ganun pala yun, while studying itong psychology?
Um, well, siguro kasi, okay, so I was acquainted with World Vision and kasi with World Vision, I get to interact with kids a lot po. And I think
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes, one thing talaga that pushed me to study psychology was because ang daming super interesting things that you can learn from kids. And
Mhm.
sometimes the development talaga of a child really depends on certain aspects of their environment. It's not just the behavioral or biological aspect kasi
Aha.
di ba po in science, they mostly talk about na kapag nag evolve ang isang tao, it's because of their genes. But in psychology
Mhm.
kasi, they take it, they take into account the environmental aspects, so family, socioeconomic status, and the like.
Mhm.
So I think it really coincides with what I advocate for in World Vision, poverty alleviation, child education, kasi those parang advocacies that I support are really
Mhm.
vital in making a child uh grow up well. Well, that's
Galing,
according to psychology. So, di
Yeah,
ba,
yeah.
related lang talaga
Oo.
siya.
Pero 'di ba sinasabi nila ang mga bata daw, when they're young, mabilis yung pag-develop ng kanilang brains, especially
Yes
sa
po.
0 to 3 years old, ano? So all the synapses happening in the brain. Tapos para daw silang sponge na kung anong sabihin mo, yun ang gagawin nila. Na-observe mo
Yes
ba
po.
yun? I mean, or napag-aralan niyo yun na ganun talaga ang nangyayari?
Yes po. Actually, super interesting kasi may isa rin akong, kasi currently I'm taking internships na rin po. So,
Okay.
isang internship ko, I'm interning under a company and yung department ko is early childhood development. And they talk about that
Hmm.
too because, yun nga po, it's called actually the early childhood stage, the zero
Mhm.
to
Yeah.
8 years old. And talagang sabi nila, yung stages na yon, it's really vital in making the child a better person. Like, yun yung pinaka-crucial period for
Mhm.
development kasi yun nga, the brain really absorbs information so well during those stages. And so I think that's something that I learned from my internship, but not really in psych. Kasi in psychology, it's more of like how does the environment play a role in the child's
Hmm.
behavior. And I think it's our responsibility or duty as
Yeah.
advocates for child development to hone the child into being the best they could be.
Galing
So,
mo naman. Meron akong galing mo talaga. Meron ako na-attendan na training, Ang sabi nila,
yes pa.
kung tayo daw as adults, halimbawa, you're working. So when you get to the office, you set up your laptop, you get your coffee, turn on the
Yes
light,
po.
etc. Kung ikaw na may estudyante, when you wanna review, ayusin mo yung lamp, ayusin mo yung ganito,
Yes,
etc. Ang
yes.
mga bata daw, when they're playing, hayaan daw natin magkalat. It's
Opo.
because it's like them going to the office or going to school na this
Yes.
is the setup that I want. So wag kayong paligpit ng paligpit sa akin.
Opo.
Ganun ba yung parang environment na sinasabi na dapat ang mga magulang mas aware din sa pangangalaga sa mga bata, especially yung kanilang behavior na pinapakita or pinaparamdam?
Opo. I think the value that's being taught there po, no, dun sa lesson na yon is
Mhm.
really independence. Kasi ang laking value, ang laki ng natutulong ng freedom sa bata. Kasi whenever
Freedom.
you
Okay.
constrict them po, no, whenever you constrict them into a certain
Yeah.
uh habit or into a certain rule that they
Uh-huh.
don't understand ano ba yung value nun, hindi rin nila
Mhm.
na-absorb yung parang bakit ko ba kailangan gawin to? So I think it's
Mhm.
really important to teach them freedom and independence kasi
Okay.
when you teach them that, mas marami silang natututunan. Yun yung tinuturo sa akin ng parents ko nowadays. I mean, when I was a kid, ganun rin, na parang it's okay to make mistakes, it's okay to get hurt kasi when you grow up, yung lessons na nakuha mo dun sa mga experiences na yon will help you or will shape you to being the person that you are today. So, really, parang a lot of people think parents parang keeping their children safe and protected is a good thing.
Uh-huh.
Pero sometimes no, parang kailangan talaga you just have to expose them to everything so that they learn a lot. Kasi pag talaga no, parang nung pandemic, dito ka lang sa bahay, parang wala kang
Pampered ka
natututunan.
masyado,
Opo.
no?
Yes. Kaya ayun. True naman po,
Hmm.
totoo, na
Kung
kailangan
pwede ko,
talaga
kung
ng
pwede ko lang,
values independence.
kung pwede ko lang isama si Cesa, I think she's reading a book now, no? Parang ang title ata, Obstacle is the Way. So parang kailangan mong
Oh,
dumaan dun sa mga
yes
challenges
pa.
para talaga mahon ka. Lili ko ng onte for children with ASD, Autism Spectrum Disorder. Ang sabi nila, wala siyang known na cause, wala ring known na cure, and then very much into independence yung tinatarget ng mga therapists. Halimbawa, on occupational therapy, speech therapy, special education. What can you say about that?
So sa psychology that I'm in, kasi ano ko po yan, course ko yan this year.
Oh,
So,
good.
hindi ko pa po siya natatakal, but I've heard some things about it na rin po, about autism, ADHD, because really, there's no known study that has been proved na yung mga autism, basically the mental, I don't disorder or
Developmental,
development, not
oo.
really a disorder but a developmental paano po ba, like siguro parang ano na lang po, it's not
Let's say
yun.
developmental concern, halimbawa.
Yes, apa. Kasi in psychology, back in my high school, yun nga po yung ano, kasi we call that course abnormal psychology. And
Okay.
yun nga, kasi one time I asked my professor or my teacher in high school na, why would you call it abnormality or abnormal? Like, what's normal po ba? Di ba? Parang,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
really it's really, siguro parang medyo ano lang, kasi parang if you classify yourself as part of abnormal psychology, parang feeling mo you're alienated na from the normal aspect of
Uh-huh.
society. So I think developmental concern is a accurate, more accurate term. So ayun po, in psychology po kasi wala rin nagkakapagsabi na genetic po siya or
Yeah.
biologically
Mm-mm.
inherited kasi I think most, if not all cases naman po talaga, very varied siya. Like may
Okay.
iba, may family history po sila ng autism, but may iba talaga, pang first time, na
Yeah.
magkakaanak sila na may autism or may developmental concern. So,
Mhm.
I'm not pretty sure po, I'm not pretty sure pa po
Sige
kung,
lang.
I'm not pretty sure pa po what psychology really has to say about that. But from what I know lang talaga is, I think what's more important is not learning what the cause is, but
Uh-huh.
rather, parang sa akin lang po, I think what's more important is not really parang trying to find out the cause, but just trying to help these children live a normal and parang happy life. Kasi in school, lalo na pag sinathrust agad sila into like classroom
Mainstream.
setting,
Oo.
mainstream, syempre may mga learning parang learning disability sila and minsan
Mhm.
nahuhuli. And because of that, sometimes they get made fun of. Kasi I was
Mhm.
from a school, nung grade school ako, I also had the SPED special education. So I had students or had classmates who were part of that, and I could
Mhm.
really see talaga yung hardship, that the challenge of having to keep up with your classmates. Kasi
I
nakakaawa.
yeah, I wanna focus on that. I mean, sorry, na-focus tayo
Yes
na-focus
po.
sa ano 'no. Kamusta? I mean, ano, no need to mention their names, ano, halimbawa, or their
Yes
location.
po.
Halimbawa, anong napansin niyo sa kanila nung naisama sila doon sa mainstream na class? And then, paano sila nahihirapan? Pakikipag-communicate ba?
Yes po.
Socialization? Kasi yan yung mga aspects ng ano eh, ng ASD na ano, 'di ba? Na na medyo may challenge yung mga bata na
Yes po.
mayroon lang.
Yes po. From what I know lang, syempre bata pa po ako nun,
Yeah,
so,
I mean, just your
'di ba?
observation.
Pero observant na po kasi talaga ako bata pa lang, and I think that's really a good thing, especially to use in psychology kasi talagang dapat observant ka.
Mhm.
But when I was a kid, I would, kasi back then, mostly ako yung nakikipag-usap sa kanila kasi talaga they feel, I think, na-isolate sila, especially let's say recess time, like
Aha.
breaks. Parang most students, they would huddle together in one table, yung mga ano friend.
Mm.
Tapos sila lagi silang matitira on the other side, nag-iisa, or sometimes
Aha.
minsan kasi some of their parents stay in school, so pupunta lang sila sa parents nila to eat with them. So
Yeah.
sometimes I really do talk to them, and parang uh, some of them rin kasi, pag very extreme yung developmental concern nila, or like say the autism
Aha.
is really extreme, it's really hard to talk to them. Talagang
Are they able
medyo,
to voice it
mm-mm,
out? Or in what ways do
mm-mm.
they express their frustration,
Yes
sadness,
po.
kung matatawag man natin ganun?
Um, I think kapag bata po talaga, and let's say
Mm.
nasa early stages pa lang po of therapy yung bata, they express it in indirect ways, sometimes
Aha.
through tantrums. Kasi ako, may cousin rin po ako na, I think, yeah, may cousin po ako na may autism. So,
Mhm.
parang, um, I can see that they really, they can, parang with us po kasi, diba, we express our emotions through communication. Sila po
Yeah.
kasi, medyo hirap kasi, I think, what they think is that they can express it through actions more than words. So
Mhm.
minsan pag frustrated, they throw a tantrum, they
Oo.
cry, pero hindi nila ma-express na parang, oh, this got me upset, this got me
Oo.
annoyed.
Mm.
So, ayun po, when it comes naman po nung bata ko, actually their sadness, it's so interesting kasi they don't know it also. Parang, when,
Oh, good point.
'di ba po, parang, in our perspective, when we see them parang isolated from the crowd, we
Okay.
feel empathy, we feel like we need to be there for them. Pero
Okay.
when it's their perspective, parang napansin ko na it doesn't really matter to them.
Mhm.
Which is interesting. And I think kasi parang, alam mo yun, back then, I think I was told before by a parent of a child with autism na parang they're really angels, like super innocent nila, na feeling yung wala silang naiisip na masama sa mundo. Kaya nga they're like not guardian angels, but like they're angels sent by heaven daw. Kasi talagang sila yung parang kung tayo, we feel vengeance, we feel resentment towards people. Sila yung hindi sila nagkikimkim ng galit. Which is
Mhm.
interesting, di ba po? Parang
Yeah.
super they think it's an abnormality in the mind, but I feel like it's just something different from
Mhm.
ours, but it
Oh,
doesn't mean it's abnormal kasi
friends,
I don't
oo.
think, opo, 'di ba?
Yeah, itong pinag-uusapan namin sa mga nanonood, nakikinig ngayon, we're focusing on one topic, halimbawa special education o di kaya ASD. Makikita niyo naman napakadaming ano no dapat maintindihan sa development ng mga bata. And sabi nga nila Lian, 'di ba, may joke when you kung magpa-plan ka na to get married, papakasal ka lang, 'di ba? After that, that's it. Pero
Yes.
walang school, walang course or walang training or workshop man lang. And then lalo na siguro kapag parent ka na,
Yes po.
ganun din. So parang nanguhula-hula ka na lang. Kaya it's really good na meron mga ganitong avenues, this platform and all other na mga ano no, ino-offer na information that can help you raise your children well. Lian,
Yes po.
ang mga bata generally para silang ano no, sensitive talaga. Ako nalala kasi nung bata
Very,
ako noon,
opo.
minsan nga mas gusto ko nakikinig sa usapan ng mga matatanda kaysa among my peers, yung mga ka-age ko. Kasi parang,
Yes po.
ewan ko ba, parang mas interesado ako doon sa usapan nila until hanggang ngayon, ano, parang minsan pinipili ko yung mga pakikinggan ko na, ano ba to, parang babaw. No, mas, mali naman ang mababaw na, pero description ko lang yun na parang iba yung hinahanap ko na usapan. Ganon din ba sa psychology halimbawa, meron daw ba talagang impact yung mga naririnig ng mga bata or ng mga
Yes
tao
po.
ngayon? Mm.
Mm. Actually, yes po.
And that they're
Malaking
really
impact po
observant
talaga.
or sensitive kung
Yes.
sakali?
I think they really are po eh. Kasi as children, alam mo, very curious. Yun nga po yung sabi sa psychology. Talagang ang mga bata, especially in the early development stage, they're really curious. Kaya para silang sponge. They take everything. Kaya nga mahirap po talaga if lumalaki sila in harsh conditions or harsh
Yeah.
environments. Kasi ang tendency po nun is it's either nagiging jaded yung bata or either
Mm.
parang they think that's parang yung environment that they're in is parang hanggang dun lang po sila. Kasi
Mhm.
parang kapag hindi nafe-feed ng parents yung mind ng bata na, oh, you can be more than this, you can be better, parang you're good, parang walang words of affirmation po ba, kumbaga.
Yeah.
Hindi po talaga nai-inspire na motivate yung child to be the best that they can be. Kaya what a parent says to a child is really important. Kaya po yung ngayon sa TikTok, kung nagte-TikTok
Aha.
po kayong lahat,
Oh,
may
yeah.
mga iba po kasing mga teenagers na kasing edad ko po ngayon, yung alalang-alala pa po talaga nila yung mga sinasabi sa kanila ng parents nila ever since bata,
Oh.
good or
Mm.
bad. And what's very sad po siguro about it is that whenever a parent says something hurtful to a child, alalang-alala po nung bata. So talagang malaki yung impact on whatever a parent says to a child at such a young
Mhm.
age. And I think this is a reminder rin po siguro to parents that uh to pick their words wisely kasi whatever a child absorbs at such a young age can influence how they think in the future. Kaya parang this is from the perspective po siguro of psychology. Pero kasi syempre parents discipline and teach their kids in different ways. Baka
Mhm.
for some families it works that way, but siguro in most families or in some families rin, it doesn't. And maybe it damages the child's mental health more. Kasi, ayun
Okay.
po, mental health talaga is really important. Some people think that it's something to be taken lightly. I think here in the Philippines, hindi pa po talaga siya, no, na cultivate yung importance, significance of mental health. But I think as a psych major, that's my job to advocate for mental health and also to use these kinds of platforms like World Vision, volunteering for the children to implement or parang to integrate these things that I learned from school to the real life um situations or scenarios.
Ang
So
galing
ayun
naman
pa.
ni Dr. Lian. It's a
Hello
vision,
po.
ha? So, sige. Ganito, sa SAP, Student Ambassador
Yes po.
Program, kailan
Yes
ka
po.
nakasama doon sa World Vision at anong mga pinagkabisihan mo that time?
Yes po. Okay, so regarding World Vision naman po, so I got acquainted with World Vision back in 2021. I was part of the second batch of the Student Ambassadorship Program. Naalala ko po, iba po nun, si Ate Laika pa po ang
Mm.
coordinator po
Yeah.
namin. And she was the one who visited my school online. So I was from Deacon Academy at that time. It's a private school po in Laguna,
Mhm.
and she got invited, or I think our school was contacted by Ate Laika if ever gusto po ng students to join SAP. So I was one of the few students actually who joined SAP kasi from what I remember, tatatlo lang po kaming umattend ng Zoom call ni Ate Laika nun.
Okay.
So, really, talaga, interesting. And I remember Ate Laika was talking about the 5K campaign challenge. Yeah, these are all tasks of the SAP.
Mhm.
And I was so drawn to it kasi sabi ko noon, parang when I was back in senior high po kasi I was a new student in uh, Beacon Academy. So at that time, I think I was looking for ways to uh, show my leadership skills kasi I graduated or I moved out of my junior high school with a major leadership position, and coming into
Mhm.
my new international school, my new senior high school as a newbie, parang naghahanap ako ng opportunities to let that out again and to impact society more. So
Galing.
when World Vision came into my life, I thought, oh, this was God's way to tell me, okay, this is your opportunity na, go take it. So I did. I signed up for the SAT, and I think that's where my journey with World Vision really started.
Mm.
And I guess yung pinaka-peak talaga, tawag ko nga po my breakthrough project in
Uh-huh.
World Vision is called, ayun, the 5K Campaign Challenge. And
Mhm.
basically, siguro just to give na rin a brief context on what it's about, it's when student ambassadorship program candidates are tasked to raise at least 5,000 pesos for certain causes. So at that
Mhm.
time, my cause was Abutin Natin. That was
Oh,
for, yes, the Abutin Natin
education.
education, yes po. So, ang gagawin po namin doon was to raise funds for children to have the necessary materials during the pandemic for online learning kasi yun nga po, hindi naman po lahat may gadget, may digital, may technology basically to really go through the online setup. So,
Mhm.
at first, I was able to raise naman po the 5K um the 5,000 pesos basically. But I got surprised kasi when I was promoting my fundraiser to several people, lumagpas siya ng 5K, naging 20K siya. So, lahat kami nagulat. I'm like, wow, kaya.
Wow.
Kayang-kaya, grabe. And then, after a while, I promoted it more. And luckily, when kasi may endpoint po yon for
Yeah.
SAP, to be para may makakuha po sila ng top fundraiser person within the candidates. So
Mhm.
when the parang cut off happened, I was at 92,000 na at that
Wow.
time. Really po, super shocking. Maski sa family ko, we were really shocked. And
Galing.
yes po, and I guess it really helped po talaga with the way I promoted it kasi a lot of people keep asking me how I was able to raise at like 92,000. Kasi
Mhm.
after 92 po, nag 100 pa po siya. So after
Hmm.
100, currently ngayong 2024, hasn't moved much na. It just stayed constant. And I
Uh-huh.
stopped at what 116,800
Wow.
or 400.
Mhm.
So, ayun po. So a lot of people keep asking me how I did it. Di ba parang kasi when you share to people na, oh, I raised 100K, you're like, oh, that's such a lot of money. Parang tuition fee na yon. So, parang people are asking me parang, oh, paano mo nagawa yun? And honestly, at that time, I really couldn't answer it also. Kasi syempre, as someone who was able to raise it, I also don't know how I did it. Pero, what I just tell them is how I did it. Like, the real process of parang how I reached
Mhm.
that amount of money. And I just tell them na it really is in the way I promoted it. How parang, kasi at that time it was online. So, hanggang messenger lang ako, message sa mga kamag-anak, sa mga
Uh-huh.
kakilala. And I just sent them this PDF file with like a letter that asking them for help for donations if ever they share the same advocacy as I do. And
Mhm.
then in that PDF file, I also indicated a link where it redirects the person to a vlog or video. So I took a
Mhm.
video of myself kasi I don't know, for me kasi I guess it's part of marketing psychology. I'm not sure. I'm not taking marketing psychology, but I just know kasi na people whenever they see a video, I think parang people seeing someone talking about a cause parang tugs their heart more than words. Parang kasi pag words, it's just words. You can throw it away. You can
Yeah.
take it
Uh-huh.
as it is. But when you see someone talking about something so passionately, so yeah, when you see someone talking about something or an issue so passionately, you get parang connected, parang
Yeah. Mhm.
nakiki-empathize ka tuloy. So
Mhm.
that's what I did. I took advantage of that. I really took a video of myself. I'm not a camera person. I don't like, parang hindi ako mahilig magpakita sa camera. Pero at that time, I really took that chance and sabi ko, it's for the kids. It's for the people who are not able to get the quality education that they deserve. So I did it. I took a video, I sent it to everyone, and I guess that's parang uh how I raised it. Kasi siguro marami lang talaga akong na-touch yung hearts. And I think one lesson I learned from that too is that people really care. Like, some people
Uh-huh.
think na parang, 'di ba, parang wala nang may paki sa mundo ngayon. They're all just really self-absorbed. But I feel like there's lots of people pa rin who care about education and children. But you just
Mhm.
have to like tug their hearts kasi sometimes it just takes one person to speak about an issue for others to listen. Kaya parang yun yung nakuha ko dun. And then, from then on, nagtuloy-tuloy na yung World Vision experience ko, my World Vision journey. After that, we
Uh-huh.
had the online event. And then, we also had the vision trip, which is also online, unfortunately. It's really, ano nga eh, natutuwa ako kasi I think the fourth batch was
Uh-huh.
able to do it on site na. So, they went to, I think, Baseco, if I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken. They went there for their vision trip and I got really so excited for them. Sabi ko, ay, wala kaming ganyan doon. Kami, parang online lang lahat. So, ayun. And then after that, we had the online event. I was also co-heading our online event for my batch. And then, yeah, after that, I graduated the next year. I think it was January 2022. And then from then on, I volunteered na I became more active in World Vision. And I guess that's how my journey has been going with World Vision so far.
Ang galing ah. So leader na leader ka nga. Sige, for those who want to be part of SAP or kung wala pang SAP registration, siguro paano sila makakatulong sa World Vision? Ano siguro yung pinaka mga qualities or character or values na meron ka? Maybe two or three you can share.
Yes po. Okay, so World Vision po kasi, I mean, the Ambassadorship Program, it really requires courage. For me po kasi talagang people join it because they really have a passion to serve the children and
Aha.
society. Maybe some people join it siguro for kasi they're interested, they're parang they want to join lang. But I think to really have an impact in the ambassadorship program, you really have to know your whys. That's what I said
Mhm.
in my acceptance speech back then because I won the top fundraiser award and they tasked me to make a speech and I said there na part of the reason for you to become very impactful to the lives of other people is to know your whys. Why are you doing this? Why are you joining SAP? Why are you fundraising for a certain cause? So I think in SAP, um, it taught me to really look within and to parang understand why I'm doing these certain things. Kasi sometimes, di ba, parang you start things with an agenda. Sometimes, parang you start a task kasi feeling mo, oh, this will bring me success. Feeling ko may matutulong sa akin to sa future. Pero I think sa akin, what really matters is not what you started with, but how you ended it and what you learned from doing all those things. So ako naman, what I really learned from SAP was to become this is a phrase from my university in Ateneo, to be a person for others. So parang by becoming a person for others, you empathize, you serve, and you really understand the plights of other people and make their lives better for them. So that's what I learned from World Vision, to really parang talagang be someone that's willing to lend their hand for the underprivileged and to just fundraise and to donate everything that you can just to better the lives of people, especially the children, which as Rizal quotes, the future of our society today, mga pag-asa ng ating bayan. So, yes, I think marami pa rin akong natutunan in World Vision in SAP. It taught me creativity actually. Yun nga, yung pag-promote ko ng
Aha.
5 campaign challenge, 'di ba? Parang talagang it was a really creative way kasi some of my batchmates noon, they were just promoting it their usual way. Parang post it on FB and wait. Yun, parang you wait for the donations. But again, if you really kasi want to raise money to help people, to help more children, you really have to make something creative. So it's either ayun, you make a PDF file with a vlog in it, pwede kang sumayaw, pwede kang kumanta. Ngayon, there's TikTok. So,
Uh-huh.
TikTok can do a lot of things na. I'm really fascinated kasi in the pandemic, TikTok wasn't still a boom yet. Pero ngayon kasi super taas na ng parang mga
Mm-hmm.
users na gumagamit. So if ever you want to make an impact, you can use that platform. And there's so many ways pa talaga. Podcast, this one, parang you can build a podcast, talk about your causes. And yeah, marami po talagang ways na ino-open ang World Vision for the youth to actually be someone for children. But it's parang sa akin, while World Vision opens us youth to a lot of opportunities, it's still in our hands, or it's still in our decision to take those opportunities and make use of it. So I think that's my message to my fellow youth, to take the opportunity of helping children and people alike, and to also have that courage to be someone, to be a person for others. So ayun.
Lian, thank you so much sa lahat po ng nakasama namin sa isang Usapang Makabata. Maraming salamat po. I'm David. I'd like to leave you with this prayer from 1 Corinthians 15:58. Therefore, my dear brothers and sisters, stand firm. Let nothing move you. Always give yourselves fully to the work of the Lord, because you know that your labor in the Lord is not in vain. Maraming salamat po. I'm David. God bless you.